Welcome to the wild world of motorcycles. I'm Biff Banyan, your host. Today we have Zuki Teriyaki with us in the studio. Zuki runs a motorcycle training school where he has trained thousands of people in the skill and art of motorcycle riding. Until just recently, Zuki has never failed to train a person on how to ride a motorcycle. Welcome, Zuki.
I'm so glad to be here today. Thank you for having me in the studio today. I'm here to talk to you about my training school. I've never failed except one time to train someone how to ride a motorcycle. Hello, Beth.
Hello there, Zuki. So tell me about this student that you had trouble with recently.
Well, his name was Marion Lovett. We tried to train him on how to ride a motorcycle. We had trouble.
Really? Explain the situation.
Well, he could not ride a motorcycle very well. We have a video of him before he came to our training school.
All right, let's roll that clip now.
As you can see in the clip, he's just riding a motorcycle down the road. Then all of a sudden, for no reason, he just crashes like that. I don't know why. I don't know why. He didn't know why either. But so he came to school so we could help train him how to ride a motorcycle.
That's very interesting there, Zuki. So what was the first thing you tried to do with Mr. Lovett to train him on how to ride the motorcycles correctly?
Well, the first thing we tried to do was try to tell him how to stop the bike. Because if you cannot make the bike stop, then you'll have big problems down the road.
Yes, that makes sense.
Well, so anyway, first time we tried to make him stop, we put him on motorcycle and we said, just go real slow and just push brake and stop. But be careful because 70% of the braking power from a motorcycle comes from front tire. So don't put too much pressure on front brake, okay? And he said, okay. And I said, do I understand? And he said, I understand. So we had him go and try to do it. So you can play the clip. We recorded it on video.
All right, let's play that clip now.
Okay, here he comes, and as you can see, starting to brake, and look at that! Look at that! He ruined yellow motorcycle, busted in 1,000 pieces. The motorcycle was ruined. It took us thousands of dollars to fix it.
Well, that sure is a hard break there, Zuki. So, what did you try next?
Well, next time, after I scolded him and said, oh, no, don't do that again. Don't put too much pressure on front brake. You flip back and win other motorcycle, okay? He said, okay. So I said, okay, next time, I'm going to go with you. We're going to do it together. You watch what I do, and you do just like me, okay? And he said, okay. So we took him out, and we tried it again. So here is the clip of the next time.
All right, roll that one.
As you can see, here I am with him, and we're braking. Oh, look at that! He did it again. He ruined other motorcycle, and I told him. I said, what do you do that for? He said, I don't know. And I was so mad because he broke 2 of my motorcycles.
Well, that sounds very difficult. How do you deal with that in a biking school? How do you cover those expenses?
I had to get into debt over this one. Let me tell you, it took me a long time to fix it. Very upset, very disheartening. So I decided that perhaps learning how to stop is not the first step for Mr. Lovett. So I said, Marion, you told me before you had a problem with knowing how to turn the motorcycle. And he said, yeah. And I said, okay, now we're going to do a different lesson. Let's just skip stopping for now, okay? We'll come back to that later. What I want you to do is I want you to learn how to turn the motorcycle, okay? I'm going to ride behind you, and you turn your motorcycle when I tell you to, okay? And if I tell you not to turn motorcycle, just go straight and let the bike coast to a stop. And he said, okay. And I said, you understand? And he said, I understand. So I said, okay, let's try it now. Okay, roll the clip.
That's right, roll the clip. Let's see what happened.
So here we are. He's in front, and he's going to try to turn, but he can't. But then he turns at the last minute, and look what happened. We got ruined 2 motorcycles. 2 motorcycles gone because he turned and made me hit him. Because he said he couldn't turn. And then he turned the last second, and I ran smack into him, busted up 2 motorcycles. Just make me upset. So I told him, I said, Marion, motorcycle riding, not for you. Not for you. Go back to tricycle or something safer. As a matter of fact, stay off moped, stay off bicycle. Not safe. Have 2 wheels, run away screaming, okay?
So that's just tough luck there, Zuki. I'm very sorry that you had this problem. Did you learn anything from this?
Yes, I did, and that is if man named Marion Lovett will not take into motorcycle school anymore.
Well, there you have it, folks. That's it for this edition of the Wild World of Motorcycles. Hopefully, we'll catch you next time when we do a follow-up with Mr. Marion Lovett. Thank you. Good night.